everyone from the waiting room. Good evening, everyone. Bonjour à tous. Thank you for joining us this evening. Merci d'être parmi nous aujourd'hui. My name is Michael Reed, and I will be your moderator. Je m'appelle Michael Reed, et je serai l'animateur de ce point de presse. Today, we'll be hearing remarks from René Amilcar, General Manager, Transit Services, Directrice Générale, Service de Transport et Commune, and Jocelyn Turner, Director, Strategic Communications and External Relations, Directrice Communications Stratégique et Relations Extérieures, Mario Guerra, Chief Executive Officer and Acting General Manager, Rideau Transit Maintenance, Chief de la Direction et Directeur Général par intérim de Rideau Transit Maintenance. And we also have the following staff available to answer questions after remarks. Troy Charter, Director, Transit Service, Delivery and Rail Operations, Directeur, Service de Transport et Commune et Opération de TLR. Richard Holder, Director, Engineering Services, Transit Services, Directeur, Service d'Ingénierie, Service de Transport et Commune. Nicolas Tronchon, Chief Executive Officer, Rideau Transit Group, Chef de la Direction, the Groupe de Transport Rideau. At this time, I would like to invite René Amilcar, General Manager, Transit Services, to say a few words.
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Bonsoir tout le monde. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday night. I will begin by providing an update on what OC Transport Service will be tomorrow. We will provide a brief overview of the work done since Line 1 service was impacted on Wednesday, as well as our communication plan for customers in the days ahead. After, Mario from RTG will provide an update on the latest progress to repair the system. First of all, I would like to speak directly to our customers. I appreciate that these past few days have been difficult for you and that restoring full Line 1 service has taken longer than expected. We are doing everything we can do to provide you with the best possible service under these challenging conditions. Your safety is our #1 priority. Full Line 1 service will only reopen to customers when it is safe to do so. Tout d'abord, j'aimerais m'adresser directement à nos clients. Je comprends que ces derniers jours ont été difficiles pour vous et que le rétablissement du service complet de la ligne 1 a pris plus de temps que prévu. Nous faisons tout notre possible pour vous fournir le meilleur service dans ces conditions difficiles. Votre sécurité est notre priorité #1. Le service de la ligne complète ne rouvrira aux clients que lorsque ce sera sécuritaire de le faire. We know that this will be a busy week for our customers. Many of you are returning to school and work tomorrow morning. Over the weekend, our team planned for several transit scenarios to deliver the best possible service for you on Monday morning. Tomorrow, Line 1 will continue to operate safely with 2 loops. 4 trains will run between Blair and Saint Laurent stations in the east and Tunis-Pasteur to Ottawa stations in the west. Customers can expect trains to arrive approximately every 5 minutes. With past feedback received by our customers on errand service, we have revised the errand route to accommodate customers traveling from the east to downtown. Though the LRT is running from Blair to Tremblay, in addition, errand bus service will operate between Blair and Rideau stations. Parallel errand and rail service will help manage capacity and avoid congestion. My team has been working with Public Works to ensure our traffic team will monitor errand service and do their best to mitigate any traffic. OC Transport staff will monitor passenger demand for errand service in real time and adjust where possible. Customers can expect the frequency of errand service to be higher during peak hours. To support our customers, We are deploying OC Transport staff at all transit stations during the morning and afternoon peak periods to help customers with their commute. Signs are posted at every station to provide customers with the latest information. We will also continue to make regular customer announcements on our PA system. Errand service puts pressure on other areas on the bus system. Our team is watching these impacts and will adjust where possible. I know this is challenging, but we are doing our best to get you to your destination. It's likely that this service plan will continue Tuesday while RTM completes the repairs to the damage on the other track. I would now like to provide you with a brief summary of everything that has taken place since Wednesday evening. At 11:45 p.m. Wednesday, January 4th, an eastbound train stopped between Lee's Station and our Herdman Station. A second train stopped in the same area on the opposite track shortly after. We are still investigating what caused the trains to stop there. At 12:05 a.m. Thursday morning, power was interrupted between Tremblay and Blair stations. Errand bus service was implemented. Power was restored, but this led to a buildup of ice in areas where trains were no longer running. On Thursday morning, 2 trains started operating between Tunis Pasteur and Uotawa stations. RTM worked to clear ice that built up in this area. As RTM did ice clearing, they tried to tow the trains near Lee's station back to the MSF. A section of overhead wire was damaged near Lee's station. RTM worked overnight Thursday to repair the damaged overhead wires near Lee's station. Partial rail service resumed Friday morning once the ice was cleared. On Friday and Saturday, RTM removed ice buildup and prepared to return the stock trains to the MSF. The attempts to move the trains were unsuccessful and resulted in further damage to the overhead wires. At this time, OC Transport brought in STV to provide additional external oversight. In addition to TRA, who was already supervising, STV was brought in to closely monitor RTM's work, provide independent advice to OC Transport, and confirm that we have a solid plan to safely return service. RTM spent Saturday making repairs to the damaged overhead wires in the affected area. Once repairs were complete, RTM conducted a thorough inspection of 2.8 kilometers of overhead wires. Our transit engineering team and independent experts were engaged to confirm the results of the inspections. Early this morning, RTM performed a follow-up sweep of the inspected section. This afternoon, we were able to recover the stock trains and return them to the MSF. I realize that this situation is less than ideal. I sincerely appreciate our customers' patience during this time. We are making every effort to keep our customers updated in real time. Since Wednesday, we have provided frequent communications to our customers. Now, I would like to introduce Justin Turner, our Director of Strategic Communications and External Relations, to provide an update on how we are working to keep our customers informed. Justin, please.
Merci beaucoup, Renee, and good evening, everybody. I'd like to also start by acknowledging that this has been a challenging time for our customers. I know they're looking for more information on what they can expect for their commute tomorrow, and that's what we're here to do tonight. Monday is an important day for everyone returning to work and school. Our teams have been working nonstop to ensure that we're ready to share information with customers and support them in real time during their travels tomorrow. For the days ahead, we're taking an all hands on deck approach to supporting our customers. Here are some of the things that they can expect from us. We'll continue to share the latest information on Line 1 and R1 bus service to our customers via all our social media platforms. We will also send direct text messages to customers to alert them of any changes. Our website, octranspo.com, will be updated throughout the day with the latest information. On the ground, customers will see our OC Transpo team present at key stations throughout the system to answer any questions and provide the support they may need to get where they need to go. We will have staff at all Line 1 stations during peak periods. We have deployed as many staff as possible to provide as much coverage as possible. Signs will be visible at all stations, making it clear where R1 bus service is available. Our customer service team will prioritize answering customers' questions on social media during their commute. And customers can also call 613-560-5000 if they have questions or are looking for the latest updates. Since the start of this incident, we've provided our customers with regular social media updates and have sent over a dozen text messages with real-time information. We've also shared frequent updates to members of council and to our media partners. I'd like to thank the local media for sharing these updates widely to keep our customers informed of this evolving situation. I want to conclude by thanking our customers for their ongoing patience and know that we will learn from this incident and improve our service. I'll now pass the floor to Mario Guerrera from Rideau Transit Maintenance to provide an update on the status of their work. Merci beaucoup.
Yes, good evening, everybody. First, I want to start off by acknowledging the hard work over the last few years of the city, of RTM, and our subcontractor, Halston, who have been going nonstop for 24 hours. When I last spoke to you, we had shifted the way we were removing the ice, and we decided to prioritize track 1. So our crews worked around the clock to manually remove the ice and conduct a thorough inspection, as Madame Amilcar alluded to earlier. We've now completed that effort on track number 1. We've rescued the vehicles and are now in the process of providing vehicles to Wards Tunney to provide service for you tomorrow. The next step is to move on to track 2. Once the vehicles have been launched, we will then cut power once more in that area and then concentrate on making repairs to track 2 and proceed as we did on track 1 with manually cleaning ice and conducting our thorough inspection. So that'll be going on through the night tonight and into tomorrow morning. As well, before revenue services resumed on the line, we will be gathering industry experts tomorrow. RTM will be working diligently with Alstom and with the city's experts to make determination if the system is safe for revenue service. So we can look forward to something coming out of that in the next little while. I thank you very much, and I'm pleased to take any questions.
Thank you very much, everybody. I will now call upon each media agency individually to ask their questions. Those who've registered, you may ask one question with one follow-up. J'invite maintenant chaque organisme à poser une question et une question de suivi. We will now start with Avantika Anand, CBC.
Just a second, I'm sorry. I'm just dealing with some tech issues on my end.
Would you like me to come back to you?
Yes, please. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Elizabeth Payne, Citizen.
Hi, thanks very much for taking questions. So I just want to clarify some of what we've heard, if you can hear me, and I'm not sure who can answer these for me, but for starters, are all the trains, disabled trains now off the tracks, or can you just clarify for me what the situation is there? It sounds to me like track 1 is clear, but track 2 still has problems, and I'm a little unclear where we're at. So whoever can help me with that, I'd appreciate it.
Mario, please.
Yeah, so we still have some two disabled trains on track 2 that we won't be able to move until we've made the repairs and cleaned the ice and conducted the inspections. Track 1 is now clear.
Okay, can I have a follow-up to that? Yeah. And I just, there's something that was said, it will be till at least Tuesday. Is that where things are right now, or what are you saying to customers, that this will be the situation until at least Tuesday or farther down this week?
Mario?
Yeah, so our efforts tomorrow will be to make the repairs and to clean the ice and to conduct the inspections. So I would say at this point, we're looking at least Tuesday, if all goes well. If we're successful with track 2 as we were with track 1 today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Avantika, Anand, CBC.
So just to clarify, how many trains were removed from track 1 and how many remain on track 2 at this time?
I guess I can keep going. So we removed 2 trains from track 1 and we currently have 2 trains stuck in track 2.
And just another clarification that I have, was it earlier you guys mentioned trains will run to Saint Laurent tomorrow?
Troy, go ahead.
Yeah, so in the east end of the city, we'll have trains running from Blair to Tremblay Station, but we'll also have R1 that's running from Blair to Rideau Station. In the west end, we'll be running, like we have been, Tunney's Pasture Station to U Ottawa Station.
Thank you.
Thank you, Avantika. Ted Raymond, CTV.
Hi there, can you hear me okay?
Sure can.
All right, excellent. I'm looking to see what kind of capacity you'll have for the trains tomorrow. Are you going to be running at about 1/3 of the normal trips on Monday and Tuesday, or will you have more trains available for commuters?
Troy?
Yeah, so tomorrow morning, we are expecting to be able to be running approximately a 5-minute service in both the west end and in the east end sides. So very, very good frequent service there. And then on the bus side, the R1 from Blair to Rideau Station, we're trying to get as frequent as possible, but we'll get that under 10 minutes.
Okay, great. All right, so my second question, I think, would be for Mr. Guerra. And I understand you're still kind of working on doing the repairs and that sort of thing, but I'm curious, I'm just sort of looking towards the future in terms of what can be done to maybe strengthen the catenary system to prevent these kinds of issues from happening again, where you send in a train to move the stuck train, it causes more damage, it creates another stuck train. What are you looking at in that respect?
Yeah, so good question. So tomorrow, it'll be the first meeting of the experts, both, as I alluded earlier, Alstom, City, and RTM. And they're going to be looking at different things. First of all, is to evaluate whether the existing OCS is good for revenue service. That's the first thing we have to do. And then it's to look at lessons learned based on the processes that were followed pre. Is there anything
I think
Yes.
Mario's frozen. Did someone want to pick up
spectrum of what
where?
we're going to be looking at? Sorry.
Sorry, I think you froze for the last half of that.
Yes, yeah, if you would mind repeating your answer, please.
Yeah, so the independent experts that are coming in tomorrow, we'll be looking at 3 different things. The first one is to determine if the existing OCS is safe for revenue service. Secondly, is lessons learned. Is there anything we can do prior to these events that will put us in a better position? For example, one thing we're looking at is de-icing materials maybe on the OCS. And then the third one is to look at technologies that may be available to help us prevent these type of events. So we're going to be looking at all 3 of those areas.
Thank you. And thank you, Ted. Annie Rose Deschelles, Le Droit. I'll go back. I'll see if I'll move on and then ask again. Robert Hiltz, Ottawa Lookout.
Hi there. Thanks for doing this tonight. I guess just a quick question about service. Do you have a sense yet how much bus service will be affected across the rest of the system just because of the additional R1 service? Do you know what sort of number of cancellations and so forth you're looking at through the rest of the city?
I think I can take this one and try. Feel free to complete. Our folks are still working on to have more buses tomorrow, so we expect to be able to deliver the service without I won't say without any issues, but for sure we will try to minimize the impact because we have been working since the weekend on that.
Excellent, thanks. And I guess just sort of more of a general follow-up. Was there anything in particular about, I know it's early, but was there anything in particular about this amount of freezing rain that made things more difficult, or is this sort of a broader problem with the system? Again, I know it's a kind of early question, but was there anything particularly catastrophic about this storm?
Mario?
I can try. I don't think there's anything catastrophic. I think it probably caught us a bit by surprise how quickly it happened. So we don't believe there's any issues with the system. And that's why I said earlier, our focus is going to be on preemptive actions as well as any additional technology that may be up there. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you, Robert. Moving back, Annie Rose from Le Droit.
Oui, pardon, merci beaucoup de revenir à moi. Vous venez d'en parler un peu, mais je voulais savoir, en fait, si on est capable de dire peut-être déjà, là, si on a appris quelque chose de cet épisode-là, pour pas que ça se reproduise cet hiver ou même les hivers prochains. Est-ce qu'on est déjà un petit peu rendu dans la rétroaction? Là?
Mais je vous dirais que c'est pour ça que autant RTM que nous, on a des experts là, qui vont vraiment se discuter de tout ça demain, parce que ce qu'on a mis en place pour le verglas a fonctionné dans l'Est et a fonctionné aussi dans l'Ouest. C'est seulement une petite section de la ligne où ce qu'on a vu qu'on avait cette problématique-là, et c'est pour ça qu'on doit vraiment faire beaucoup d'analyses pour comprendre qu'est-ce qui s'est passé. Mais on a vu, encore une fois, là, que dans l'Est et dans l'Ouest, ça a fonctionné ce qu'on avait mis en place.
Génial, merci. Et juste une petite question de suivi. Possible de répéter en français, là, justement, au niveau de la fréquence du service demain, là, ça va ressembler à quoi pour les usagers?
Alors, on va avoir 4 trains dans l'Ouest, on va avoir 4 trains dans l'Est, mais malgré le fait que Blair jusqu'à Tremblay va être desservi par le train, on a écouté les clients qui nous ont fait part de commentaires dans le passé ou ce qu'ils préféraient avoir une navette quand même qui parte de Blair jusqu'à Rideau pour les emmener au centre-ville. Mais notre service de train dans les deux loops vont donner du service à toutes les 5 minutes.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. I will go to Gail Kenny of Radio Canada.
Oui, merci beaucoup. En fait, moi, je me ferais aussi ça que vous puissiez un peu répéter en français par rapport aux travaux. Qu'est-ce qui se passe au niveau des travaux? Qu'est-ce qui coince? Et à quoi on doit s'attendre, en fait?
Alors, lorsqu'on avait fait la dernière conférence de presse, RTM avait dit que la méthode qu'on utilisait pour enlever la glace des caténaires n'était pas idéale parce que ce qu'on voyait, c'est que cette méthode-là faisait en sorte qu'il y avait un résiduel et on n'était pas en mesure de rouler les trains sans qu'il y ait de arc électrique, et ce qui faisait en sorte qu'on avait des dommages auprès des caténaires. Donc, ce qui a été décidé de faire avec l'équipe de RTM, c'est d'y aller à la main. Donc, les 2,8 km dans chaque direction doivent se déglacer à la main. Alors, après ça, il a fallu inspecter chaque millimètre de fil pour être sûr qu'il n'y avait pas d'autres dommages. Et on a essayé cet après-midi, tout a fonctionné. Puis là, maintenant, on est en mesure d'aller faire ces mêmes travaux-là pour l'autre côté, dans l'autre direction. Les 2,8 km encore devront être assurés on devra s'assurer qu'on enlève toute la glace résiduelle. Et ensuite, on va inspecter aussi, puis nos experts vont approuver l'inspection pour ensuite comprendre ce qui s'est passé, pourquoi dans cet endroit en particulier, on a eu cette problématique. Et ensuite, si c'est sécuritaire, on va pouvoir redonner le service au complet sur la ligne entière.
Merci beaucoup. Mais là, vous avez dit que vous avez mis en place des bus, etc. pour demain. Mais demain, ça coïncide également avec un peu la rentrée. Il risque un peu d'avoir peut-être le chaos. Je ne sais pas comment ça peut se passer, mais est-ce que vous avez déjà anticipé la situation sur ce qui pourrait se passer demain?
Oui, ben nous, on attend bien sûr nos clients, puis c'est pour ça d'ailleurs que malgré le fait que dans l'Est, le service de train va être un service qui va être quand même bon à toutes les 5 minutes, on a décidé de mettre aussi le service R1 à partir de Blair pour permettre aux gens qui s'en vont au centre-ville et qui préfèrent peut-être ne pas être obligés de descendre à Tremblay, prendre le R1 pour se rendre. Donc à ce moment-là, ils peuvent choisir de prendre de Blair le R1 jusqu'à Rideau. Et ceux qui veulent continuer de voyager avec le train, ils sont les bienvenus, bien sûr, parce qu'on va donner un service à toutes les 5 minutes.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. This concludes our media availability for the evening. Thank you, merci. Have a great rest of your weekend.